Hi, welcome you all to our channel Mom's Magic. Today we shall see about parts of a sentence. What is a sentence? A group of words that combine together and form a sentence. In a sentence, there are two main parts. What are they? One is subject, next one is predicate. What is a subject? In a sentence, who is performing the action is called subject. Example, we are studying. Here, what is the action? Studying. Study is the action here. Who are performing the action here? Ask the question who. What is the answer? We. So, the studying action is performed by us. So, we is the subject here. Then, predicate. Predicate means what does the subject do is the predicate. That means what is the action performed by the subject is called predicate. In a sentence other than subject, all the remaining parts, that is verb, adverb or adjunct or complement, everything comes under predicate only. So let's start our exercises. Say example number 1, birds are flying in the sky. Here ask the question who are flying in the sky? Birds. The birds are performing the action of flying. So here the subject is birds. What are they doing? They are flying. Where? In the sky. So other than the subject, remaining everything comes under predicate. Okay. S indicates subject, P stands for predicate. Then second one, the children are playing. Same. Ask the question who are playing? The children. The children is in which form? The subject, the children, is in singular or plural? It is in plural form. A child is in singular, is a singular form, and for a child the plural form is children, not the childs. Then the action here is play. So are playing, the verb. Here the verb only present in the sentence. So the verb comes under predicate. Then third one, he finished it. Who finished? He. He performed the action. So it doesn't need that the subject should be a name of a person or a thing or a place or something. It can also be a pronoun. What is the pronoun here? He. So he is the action doer here. So subject here is he. The remaining part comes under predicate. So next one, every morning I go for a walk. Look at the fourth sentence. Every morning I go for a walk. Don't think that always subject should come at the beginning of the sentence, because in the previous three sentences subject comes initial itself. So it doesn't mean that it should be the start of the sentence. Subject can come anywhere. It can come in the mid of the sentence or at the end or at the beginning or everywhere else. Just read the sentence and just ask the question who is performing the action? What is he doing? Who is performing here? I. I go for the walk every day or every morning. So I is the performer here. So I is the I should be the subject. Then the remaining part, what is the action? Going for a walk. Every morning is the addition, adjunct in the subject. Remaining everything, as we already discussed, the remaining everything comes under predicate. That means that every morning and as well as go for the walk, everything comes under predicate. I only the subject here. So let's move on to next one. My brother and my sister are studying in college. Here, who are studying in the college? My brother and my sister. Also make a note that a subject should not be a singular one or a single noun. It's not needed. My brother and my sister, more than a person, single. Two persons are here. So both are doing the action. So here the subject is my brother and my sister. Combined, both are performing the action. So it can also be called as compound subject. Then the remaining part are studying in the college. The action performing everything comes under predicate. Then next one, sixth one. Little kindergarten students observed the classes. Here, who is the action doer or who is the performer? What is the performance they are doing? Observing the classes. So the action here, performance is predicate. A little kindergarten students. Here, don't confuse yourself that students alone may be the subject. The little kindergarten also refer to the students only. So, students are the subject here. I hope you are clear now. Next, seventh one. At the top of the hill, there is a temple. Read these kind of sentences clearly. What are they telling? This sentence talks about the temple. So the subject should be the temple. Don't think that subject won't come at the end of the sentence. Read the sentence and ask the question who or what the sentence speaks about. Here the sentence speaks about the temple only. So the subject here is temple. The remaining everything comes under predicate. So the remaining everything falls under predicate section. These are statement type, that is declarative or assertive types of sentences we have seen. There are three more types of sentences, that is interrogative, imperative and exclamatory, as you all know. So next we shall see question type sentence, that is interrogative sentence. In interrogative sentence also subject is there. So read the sentence number 8. What did you do yesterday? Here, what is the subject? What did you do yesterday? That means who is performing the action? You. They are asking you only. So the performer here is you. Hence, without any doubt, you is the subject. The remaining everything, what did and do yesterday, that addition, adjunct, everything comes under predicate. Okay, fine. Then the last one, interrogate, that is also an interrogative sentence. Have I seen a dog? Here, what is the, who is the performer? I. I, the person only performing the action of see. So, I is the subject. The remaining part, that is other than the subject, everything falls under predicate. So, I hope you're all clear about the basics, that is the parts of a sentence, subject and predicate. Always while reading a sentence, just think who is the performer or who is doing the action. He is the subject. The remaining everything he is performing, that is the action or adjunct, everything comes under predicate. I hope this video is useful for many students. Please subscribe us for our updates, and if you like it, please share with your friends, and if you have any doubts under this section, mention in the comment section. Thank you for your kind watching.